Good afternoon, everybody. Hello, happy Friday. How are you today? I think we had a good old sort out today, haven't we, Anne?
Oh, yeah.
A lot of sorting out.
We have indeed.
We've got just over a week before we can welcome you all back here, so we're very excited. All a bit dizzy, aren't we?
There's a lot.
Running around, getting everything ready before people can come back. So I'm just going to scroll down and see. Do say hello if you're there. It's always lovely to catch up with you on a Friday. It takes ages because I have to zoom my page up to like 200%.
Oh, Annie's here on Instagram. Hi,
Annie. Hello, Annie. Nice to see you. Oh, there we go. I can see.
You got it?
Now. I've got it. I can see us on the screen.
Oh,
So,
I think Alice is watching on Insta.
oh, hi Al, how are you? Yes, we had a lovely week this week. Been so busy running around doing the last of our regular sew-alongs because we know we've been doing. We did 6 this week, 3 daytimes and 3 evenings. So it's been really busy, and everything. All the garments are starting to get finished off. You'll see a couple behind me actually. So pajamas, Caroline pajamas that Amy and I were making.
Ruth says they look lovely. Thank you,
very
Ruth.
much. Thank you.
Oh, hi, Jill. Jill's
Hi,
here from
Jill.
Emsworth.
How are you? Is it sunny in Emsworth? It's quite nice and sunny here today.
Helen Peachy's here on Instagram. She says hi.
Oh, hi Catherine. Yes, the
Hi,
pajamas are
Catherine.
looking good, aren't they? Looking good. Amy's done. I did mine in this lovely silk and cotton, so there's a bit of pattern matching going on there. And Amy's done hers in a lovely tencel jersey and with black piping. So
Hi,
thank
Sally.
you. Hi Sally. Yeah, they're great. We've both got to finish off the pajama bottoms though. So
Yeah.
that's
I'm going to make little shorts with
yeah, I'm
mine.
going to make just plain long trousers with mine. So yeah, it's really pleased with how they've turned out. Amy's done, as you can see, a little monogram on the pocket, and doing a monogram on jersey is tricky, isn't it?
It was a challenge.
It was a challenge. So
It
yeah,
was a challenge.
there's several samples and trying out different stabilisers.
Yeah.
I think it looks great. Really good. Really good.
Yeah, I had to interface it in woven interfacing and then use a rip-off stabiliser as well.
Yeah, so it worked really well.
Yeah.
Really well. That was tricky because you've been short-changed by your fabric, haven't you?
I had,
Yeah, so
I was
have
about
much.
10 it was only about 10 centimetres short, but it made all the difference because I didn't have enough fabric to do a lot of practice embroideries on. So
Oh, thank you, Jill. Yeah, we like glamorous pyjamas. Be glamorous 24 hours a day.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was one of our sew-alongs that finished on Thursday night actually. But we've also we started our couture jacket this week. Very exciting. So we were working with lovely Linton fabrics and everyone did their toiles. We fitted our toiles and started doing the trace tacking. And you always start off when you're working with on couture with rectangles. So anyone doing the couture will recognise me when I say rectangles. Hi Janet.
Afternoon, Janet.
How are you? So yes, we've been working on our rectangles for the couture jacket. So that 2 days actually, Tuesday and Wednesday this week.
Oh, Jilly said we froze.
Oh.
Lovely jammies there.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Jilly.
Thank
you for your post. Jilly sent me an email with some pictures of how people use nature for inspiration for couture clothes. Really interesting, Jilly. So we started our couture jackets, and that's going to be going over 5 weeks, so about 7 sew-alongs. So we won't finish those. We won't see those for a while. You might see some little pictures. I think Amy posted one this week, just of my fabric and my trace tacking, just the beginnings.
Just little snippets.
Yes. Oh, hi Jackie.
Hi, Jackie.
Loved your Southport dress, Jackie. Looked so great. Have you started your
really
second
great.
one? It looked so nice. Yeah, Jackie posted a picture of her Southport dress from the sew-along we did a couple of weeks ago on the Midhurst Sewer, so you can see a great picture of that dress.
I love my Southport dress.
I keep raving about it.
I've worn it twice this week.
To find something else to rave about. We also had the last of our utility jackets sew-alongs on Tuesday evening. Nearly finished, or it's just in the other room actually. I've just got to put Fastenings on, so you will see that at a future live.
Oh, Jackie hasn't started her second one yet.
Oh, so you've got plenty of time.
I know, I've got fabric for a
Once
second
you've
one.
done a pattern, you know it fits. It's like, oh, I don't have to worry anymore, don't you? Know what you do with the second one. They go together really well, really easily. So Amy's still got to finish her lovely black silk organza utility coat, haven't you, Ames?
I do.
Got to put the hood on.
I'm just going to prop the door open because I am worried I'm going to not hear it.
Oh yeah, we had a missed delivery. Oh, we had a delivery supposed to come this morning, and they came early. So we're hoping they're going to come back. So Amy's just going to prop the door open. Hi Maggie, how are you? Oh yeah, she said rectangles. Yeah, getting nervous. Well, you have to start with rectangles, Julie. Maggie will know. Hi Heather. How are you? Nice to see you. Yeah, when you work with fabrics like Linton, you need to make sure that you've got nice big seam allowances. So the easiest way to do it is just to cut rectangles. So you'll know once we start. You feel much more in control. So yeah, so we did that. What did we do today? Then we started the Miri jumpsuit on Wednesday evening. So that's the paper cut pattern jumpsuit. So we started that on Wednesday evening, got it all cut out. Actually not too many alterations. I think a couple of ladies are making toiles of that, but it seems to be quite straightforward. So we started that. Hi Susan, how are you?
Susan.
Oh, hi Claire.
Hi Claire.
Oh yeah, Claire was on the PJ class. You're ahead of us though, Claire, because you've done your trousers. We haven't done our trousers.
No, I haven't put buttons on either. My top's completely finished. I just need to. I'm going to use snaps.
Snaps on you, yeah. I did sew my buttons on, and yeah, I'm very pleased with my pattern matching. I'm going to resew my pocket on though, because I started off when I was making the pyjamas. Started off with you probably can't see from here, but I started off using cream thread to match the piping, and when I sewed my pocket on, I don't like it in cream, so I'm going to unpick it and sew it back on with blue. But just a little bit, perfectionist on that one. So yeah, so we're loving the pyjamas. So Miri jumpsuit was Wednesday. Then on Thursday we had the second day of the Hepburn shirtwaister, which is the Till the Sun Goes Down pattern. And you can see mine behind me. I've got to put a sleeve in it, and also I sent off to get a belt made in the matching fabric and some covered buttons from a company called Harlequin, who do that for you. You just send off your fabric and they send it back. It hasn't arrived yet, so not quite finished, but again, bit of pattern matching down the front. Oh, Claire's still at the buttons to do on her PJs, probably take all weekend. Yeah, it's a nice relaxing thing to do. The weather's not going to be good this weekend, though, is it? So we might as well do some sewing this weekend, I think. So yeah, Hepburn shirtwaist was on Thursday, and there was some beautiful ones being made. Oh, everyone who did that class, they're all going to have such beautiful dresses. I'm hoping that everyone will post pictures on the Knitwear Sewers of their Hepburn shirtwaist dresses.
There's some lovely fabrics.
So pretty. I mean, yeah.
The one-armed Hepburn dress.
Yeah, it's just got one arm. You can choose to do on that dress a cuff that stands back, but I decided just to do a 3/4 length straight sleeves. Lots of options. It's a good dress. So when I've got the belt and the buttons on it, I'll put it on and take a picture.
Very good pattern matching, if I do say so.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I didn't match the pattern of the waist seams. It's going to have a belt going
That
over
was
it.
a bit much.
So,
That's a bit much,
yeah.
isn't it?
Oh, Heather says she's going to make pyjamas at Future Sewing School. Oh yes. Do I need to buy ready-made bias?
How do I make it?
Well, it's entirely up to you, Heather. I mean, obviously it's easier. I just use some ready-made bias binding, and then I'll show you how to make the piping. Cover the piping cord with it.
And yes, we do sell all of that.
We sell bias and piping cord. Yeah, we do. Yeah, and you only need to make your own if you want to make it out of a specific fabric. Like if you've got some cotton and you want to make your piping, but otherwise we've got all the plain ones here.
What sort of lace would be good for the half slip, and where from? We've got some.
We've got about 3 or 4 laces on the website. If you want to have a look, I've got to separate it. But it's just a lace at the moment.
Oh, so yeah, because we've got a lot of stretch.
We've got a lot of stretch lace for the lace knickers, and I have just added some non-stretch that you can use for the slip as well. So have a look on the website. I think is there some over there?
Yeah, there's one here. I can just show you.
There was a couple of pretty ones. If you just want to do something for your first one. There we go.
This is one.
There you go.
It's things like that.
Yeah, anything pretty. We know what you meant, Heather.
Ready-made piping.
Yeah, ready-made piping. Yeah.
You can use. I mean, I did ready-made piping on my first pair, but often the little extension on the piping is really narrow, so you end up having to set it back in your seam allowance, which can make it tricky.
So it's entirely up to you, Heather. It doesn't take long to make it yourself, but if you've seen something you like,
it's such a great pattern. That's both of our second pair that we've made.
Yes, I love it.
But our first pair for ourselves.
Yes. Yeah, it's the first one for myself. Yeah, and you've got another pair cut out somewhere, haven't you?
I have got another pair cut out. I need to find them.
Yeah. Well, Janet says she's going to have to do a rise alteration for the jumpsuit as well.
Yeah.
Did you try it on, Janet? Did you try the toile on? I was quite surprised actually. Didn't have to do it.
Did you get a hungry bum? Like Adam?
Yes. That was a shame, wasn't it? Because he had. Oh, we'll talk about sewing.
Yeah, sewing.
We'll talk about sewing in a minute. It's too tempting to go straight into it.
It is.
So, Yes, does that make sense, Heather? Yes, so you can buy it if you'd like to, but I can show you how to make it. It doesn't take long, and we do have bias and piping cord here. So, there we go. But yeah, you can make your own bias as well. Let's move on from that as well. So I've been moving on. So yeah, I've been watching what you've all been doing. Pictures on this on Midhurst Sewers this week. I think we saw Jackie's Southport dress. What is it?
Measure the pattern.
That's good. Yeah, I was quite surprised I didn't have to do anything with the rise on the jumpsuit. Normally I do to put some in the back, but yeah. Yeah, so Janet, and I saw Janet finished her 12 with her tunic Bible, and that looked really good, Janet. Well done. It looked really nice. Like the darts were in the right place. No pulling or anything. So yes, Janet's still working on her 12s, which is great. And Julia finished the blazer, the one she was making. I think she mentioned a couple of weeks ago, the one she was making from the Sewing Bee book from not last series. It might have been last series actually. That looked really good, Julia. Really great. And that's a man's blazer. I didn't have a chance to look in detail at the instructions of that. I know Julia said it was quite tricky, and I meant to go back and have a little look through. Julia seems to have sourced it out, so it looked great.
It did.
It looked really good. Who else did we see on there? Oh, there was a few people mentioned. Oh, Jan's utility coat. That's right.
Oh yeah, just posted this afternoon.
Really good, Jan.
It looks fantastic.
So good. Jan made her coat from the denim from Bloomsbury actually. Denim. And
it looks like the Mace Atelier sample. She's done one in denim.
Yeah, with the ribbing at the neck rather than a hood. And on the pattern gives you the pattern is very basic, but on Mace Atelier website, her journal post, there's lots of different variations that you can do with it, so you can really mix it up. And Jan had done the elastic just in the back rather than the way around. And really smart, really good. There's also been lots of chat about different deals that people have been noticing this week as well on the Midhurst Sewers page. And Maggie told us about the paper cut patterns have got 30% off theirs if you buy them directly from Paper Cut in Australia. New Zealand. And that finishes tonight. Well, midnight New Zealand time, so a bit.
It's actually happened already then.
Has it?
Because they're 12 hours ahead of us.
Then. Yeah, we've missed that by 3 hours.
That would have finished it at lunchtime.
Oh well. Oh, you're welcome, Jan. It did look great.
It did.
Really good. Well done. Well done. So ignore the paper cut patterns one. That's gone already. Bryony was telling us about Love Notions patterns. Now, Love Notions are all PDF patterns, but there are some quite nice ones, especially for children. So printing off children's patterns PDF is not as bad, is it? So if you like your children's patterns, they've got some really good ones. They do adults as well, but the paper cut, the children's ones are easy to print at home. And Karen was telling us about AmmoThreads.com, who I have heard of before. Actually, I've completely forgotten about them. They sell dead stock fabric, so that's fabric that designers might have had left over, their clients didn't want, things they didn't use. Normally, it just ends up staying in warehouses and factories and never used. So AmmoThreads have been buying it up. So they have some really great fabrics at very good prices. I was having a quick look. They've got silk for £12 a metre, all sorts of things. So have a look at AmmoThreads. They only have short ends of it, so only like 3 or 4 metres of different fabrics. But it's a real good, as far as sustainable sewing goes, that's a really good way of using up fabric that has not been used. Saves it being left in warehouses. So have a look at AmmoThreads.com at their fabrics. I did get sucked in a bit, didn't I, earlier?
You did.
Looking at the silk.
You did. We had stuff to do, and she was there going, "Oh, look at this! Oh, look at this!"
I did. Didn't buy any. I might have to go back and have a look later. So AmmoThreads. Have a look at that. Actually, Janet showed us pictures of her fabric stash from the Textile Centre in Luton. Very good, Janet. Looking forward to see what you're going to make with all that fabric in the back of your car.
What a bargain!
Yeah. So what else have you all been up to this week? As people are getting out and about now, aren't they? I think getting out and about a little bit, going to the shops, being a bit braver. It is quite nice, isn't it? I can actually have the window open here today, and you can hear it's a little bit noisy today.
It was very busy today getting here.
It's a bit warm to have the windows closed. So it's definitely busier out there today. So we're planning things for next week now. Next week's sew-alongs, we've got again 2 days of the couture jacket, Miri jumpsuit. What else are we doing next week? I think, then we've got Understanding Underlining, the one we did a few weeks ago about the underlinings. We're doing as an evening class next Thursday. So if you missed that one, there's still time to book that. The underlining class, it just talks about different ways you can combine fabrics together to change their properties. And then we'll be getting ready for our last live next week, our last regular live. We'll tell you a bit more about that later. Jenny said she went back again today. I was shut. Oh dear. Oh, Heather had her second jab today. Oh, I'm glad you're okay, Heather, because it can make you feel poorly, can't it?
Joe. Hi, Joe.
Oh, hi, Joe.
Joe's just had her second jab.
Oh, Joe's had her second jab as well.
Hi, Sue.
Hi, Sue. Sue had her
waiting.
second jab this week as well, didn't you, Sue? Hope you're feeling better, because you were a bit headachy after it, weren't you? But
Jilly is practicing stitches for underlining, sew along, failed miserably with the fell stitch.
Oh. We like a bit.
Sue spent yesterday in bed recovering from the first jab.
I was poorly after the first, but only for a day or so. You'll soon feel better, Susan. You'll be fine. Saw Wendy, lovely Wendy, popped in to pick up some haberdashery today, and she'd been across the road and had her second jab today.
Yeah.
So it's lovely that everyone's getting their first and second jabs. You'll be next, Saints. Won't be long.
I can't wait. I want it now.
Yeah, my next one's on the 8th of June, so not long to wait.
Well, they're doing 40-year-olds now, so they're getting closer to me.
Yeah, not
getting
far
closer.
off. What other little news did I spot this week? Not many new patterns this week that I particularly like. The assembly line have got quite a nice pattern. It's called the tie neck blouse, and I didn't like it at first because the neck was right up here, but then when you look at the detail of the pattern, you can have it without the tie, just with a nice collar, and it's got a sort of, it comes across the front, puff sleeves, big cuffs. So have a look at that, the assembly line tie neck blouse. That's about the only one I saw this week that I liked as far as new ones.
Oh, Sue's headache's gone now. Thank goodness.
Good. Glad you're feeling better, Sue.
Jilly said, she felt awful from the first one, but the second one was fine.
Oh. It just seems to affect everyone differently, doesn't it?
And apparently it affects you differently if you have Pfizer or AstraZeneca. Each one you get different things.
Yeah. It's only a couple of days though, it's worth it, isn't it? So worth it. So that's great. So there's not much other news I've got for you today. Is anyone taking part in Me Made May? This is an Instagram challenge you might have spotted on Instagram, where you have to take a picture of yourself every day wearing something you've made.
We couldn't keep up with that.
I know. Well, I did it 1 year.
Did you actually do it?
I didn't do the whole month.
Oh, I knew it.
I did the first 2 weeks.
It's a big commitment. May is a very long month.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We could have done it. Maybe we should try and do it for the second half.
No,
we're not going to commit.
We're not committing to
it. Have a look at the hashtag Me.
We'll be opening here in the second half. We won't have any time.
It's going to be crazy. Because we actually do wear clothes we've made ourselves every day anyway.
That's true.
So
it would have been easy, I guess.
So today I'm actually wearing, this is the Kochi jacket, which you've probably seen before because I love this. It's so comfortable. It's Paper Cut Patterns Kochi jacket, and the fabric from Mr. Rosenberg, one of the shows. But I have actually got my couture skirt on today. So you remember last week, I just quickly put it on the dummy and the hem was all wonky. So I thought I need to show you that the hem's not wonky.
So it was just caught up. The lining had caught in the dummy. Yeah, the lining
caught on the dummy.
You have to stand back. Can't see that hem. We don't believe you. There you go.
I've got my heels on and everything, so there you go. That's my couture skirt. I'm really pleased with it. And a lovely piece of linton. So there we go. It has got a straight hem. It just got caught on the dummy. So I thought I must wear that today and show you. So you don't think my sewing's terrible. It's a lovely skirt actually. I was saying the class this week we were talking about it, but it's very strange not to be wearing something stretchy. We've got so into wearing stretchy clothes during lockdown, and this is a linton underlined in silk organza and then lined in silk crepe de chine. So it feels lovely, but it doesn't stretch. And it's got a waistband, so.
Oh, Claire said that Me Made May is good for getting pattern ideas. She's making a list.
It is good, isn't it? You see loads and different fabrics, so it is quite good to get inspiration if you look at that hashtag. Susan says she loves the mix of linton and linen. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I wasn't sure what to wear with it today, actually.
But you can wear it as a summery skirt, for sure.
Exactly. Yeah, because it's just the colours. I thought the colours
it
looked
really
quite nice
actually
together.
brings out the pink in that linen, whereas often it looks quite beige and muted.
I thought the colours look nice together. So yeah, it's not a heavy skirt to wear. It's not a very thick linton, so it's just a nice smart skirt. quite like to wear. But yeah, just strange not wearing. I'm so used to wearing my stretch pencil skirts every day that I got out of the habit of wearing non-stretch things.
I know I put on some like tighter jeans the other day and had to get changed before I left the house. I was like, no, I'm not ready for this. I'm not ready for skin tight yet.
I've even got heels on with this skirt as well.
Oh, I've only done one day of heels so far.
I put heels on so that I knew that if I stood back in my heels, you'd be able to see the hem.
The problem with wearing heels again, because we've been wearing trainers or barefoot, I did a morning wearing some heels and immediately got blisters.
Oh no.
I know. So then you have to wait for them to heal.
Exactly.
Before you can try again.
You know, I'm still wearing tights actually as well. So.
We need to persevere.
We do need to persevere. We do, yes. So I'm going to do a little, well, not so much a bit of a demo.
We haven't done
today.
sewing bee.
Oh, sewing bee, yes, sorry. I was going to do a demo. I talk about sewing bee. You know what?
What are
It's
you
not
doing?
on my list. It's not on my list.
We haven't discussed the most important thing this week.
I know. Let's talk about the sewing bee this week. What did you think this week?
Claire says she's having a problem with shoes because her feet have expanded. That's exactly how we feel, Claire.
Yeah.
I think just being in flat shoes, slippers, trainers.
I've been wearing my heels every day. Just on the way into work and on the way home.
You've been very good.
I take them off and run around barefoot.
You're very good.
So, sewing bee. Sewing bee this week. What did we think this week? What did we think about the Breton t-shirt? Breton top. I think a lot of people were putting on the Midhurst Sewers page before we even got very far.
Jan hasn't seen it yet.
Shall we? Oh no!
Well,
sorry.
Jan.
Quick, block your ears. We're going to talk about it.
Yeah, mute us. We'll give you a thumbs up when we finished.
Yeah, the Breton top. It's a great challenge. It's just, the classic Breton top is a stripy t-shirt, as they said. They said in the history, didn't they, of the Breton top. I thought it was a really interesting pattern. They gave them quite a bit of a task with a straight binding on the neck.
That was mean.
And then putting a placket on the shoulders. So making a t-shirt very complicated, as well as pattern matching as well. It was quite a challenge, wasn't it, for them? So I think they did very well.
They did. Really. Serena's was perfect. She nailed it. She came first. And Farry didn't finish hers.
No, I think it was a shame that some of them tried to. Was it Damien Anorak who decided
tried to pattern match
the shoulder rather than doing what the pattern said and making it straight? They're always going to lose points for that, aren't they? If they don't do what they said. It was quite technical, wasn't it, Janet? That there is a way when you're working with a straight. I mean, I would probably have put a facing on a boat neck. That's the nicest way. I think we talked about that on the t-shirt class, didn't we, Janet? About putting a placing onto a boat neck top. But if you're going to use tape, you need to shape it before you put it onto the top, so you can steam it into shape before you put it on, and then it won't. If you're trying to shape the tape while you're putting it onto the top, then it's going to pull the t-shirt out of shape. Anyway, there's so it is quite technical doing all that sort of thing. And as you probably know, if you've been to my classes, you know I like to use a bit of stretch interfacing in hems, and that stops the hems from stretching out. So there's lots of little things you can do, but it was a tricky challenge.
Really tricky for the judges when presented with such a standout.
Yeah, for the made to measure. Yeah, they were good, weren't they? They were good. That was quite a challenge. We'll have a quick chat about the transformation challenge before we. What do we think about that?
For the sarongs, well, it's basically
it's just
a
using
big
fabric.
bit of fabric.
Yeah,
I didn't think that was too difficult, to be honest. You just got a couple of things of some sheer type of fabric.
It was Adam who made that. It was very clever, Adam's.
His
pleating and things like that.
Well, he draped on the dummy, didn't he?
Yeah.
Very well, actually.
Yeah, pleated it and everything to do it, and then Serena's when she forgot to put sleeves in it, armholes in it.
The armholes were just in the wrong place.
Yeah. The wrong place. So that was a bit of a challenge.
I didn't think it was that difficult.
I think that's when people go wrong sometimes, don't they? And they think, just having a piece of fabric, what can they make? And then they all went.
But actually, what they need to realise is that's what we do all the time.
That's what we do all the time. So they could have made something fairly straightforward.
Just imagine you're in your stash. But I guess they're not. They don't have patterns, do they? I couldn't do that without a pattern.
No, really tricky. I'd probably just tied us a bit like Catherine did, and just make it look like a sarong.
Yeah. Adam's was lovely. It was lovely, and actually, it was probably quite wearable. Actually,
yeah,
it was clever.
It was clever. I think he did a good job there. It was a bit odd having that on the back, but even so, it was good. And then the made to measure was the Frida Kahlo inspired, which I thought was really interesting. They all looked at Frida Kahlo from different angles, didn't they?
They did. So you got Damien, who was very obvious and tried to make it look like her.
Yeah.
With his weird sort of
lace.
eyebrow lace,
Yeah.
which was a bit odd.
Wasn't
But the
it?
rest of them took more inspiration from clothes that she'd worn or
or
paintings
the colours
and
she painted.
images that she'd done.
Yeah, so I thought Andrew's was terrible, like really not planned at all.
I don't know why he lined it. It's like Patrick
No.
said, why would you line it?
And also, why would you do machine embroidery on a challenge? I mean, because it is slow doing machine embroidery. You know, you're going to get frustrated. So it's a shame. I think he could have made a panel maybe and then brought that in, or used ribbon or something like that. It's a shame. I like the idea was good. The idea of the square neck. But yeah, it's very, very strange. And then Farry's dress was. I feel that she made that specifically for Esme.
Yeah.
With the big bow, very clever. But it was the inspiration was great. The way she.
It was great, and she executed it brilliantly.
She did.
It was beautiful. That was our favourite.
It was
Hands down, our favourite dress. My second favourite was Raf's. I really liked Raf's with the red trousers.
Yeah, those
really
trousers were
interesting
great, weren't they?
pleats.
And then the sleeves on the
I
top.
recognise that pattern, but I can't think where I've seen it.
Okay.
Those pleats. Huh?
Well, I thought our phone's ringing from.
It is ringing.
Isn't it? That could be that. Sorry, Amy's got to run off. We're so determined not to miss this UPS delivery today. Yeah, so Claire didn't like Damien's. No, that was the colours didn't go together, did they? And that weird lace, and yeah, it was very odd, that dress. And then Serena made the lovely trousers, but the top didn't really go with it. So that was just really interesting how they took their inspiration. He'll be with us shortly. Oh, that's good. And then Adina's, I really loved Adina's with the floral overlay. That was her self-drafted pattern, wasn't it? And it was a shame that she hadn't got to hem it, but it was still really glamorous, wasn't it? Adina's was the black floral over the top.
It was, yeah. She just didn't hem, and it was too big in the back.
It was a bit big in the back, wasn't it? Yeah. And then what was it? Rebecca's was.
Oh, she had that horrible pink satin.
That wasn't nice at all. Adam's play suit, lovely idea, but as Amy said earlier, a bit of a hungry bum.
But it was so clever.
Was too long in the back, and he had those great buttons, didn't he?
It looked brilliant from the front. Brilliant.
What did you think? What about Adina's? What did you think of Adina's, Julie? I love the idea of it. It just wasn't quite finished off. And then Catherine, I love what Catherine was trying to do, and she had made it really well, which is a shame. Because she hadn't made it.
I didn't think it was the worst one.
No, I didn't think it was the worst one. No.
But the problem is, she hadn't done great in the previous two. She'd come like 7th and 8th or something. But she hadn't done the worst. It was a bit of a weird. We personally thought that Andrew should have gone, didn't we?
Yeah, so at least she'd made it really well, even if you didn't like it.
Andrew didn't finish his.
Shame the lace was quite so heavy, I think.
Yeah. The sanitizer bottles, it was. Oh, Esme's necklace, yeah.
Esme's necklace.
It was sanitizer bottles.
It was.
Really funny.
Yeah, they got it. You got it from the
all the crew.
All the crew, yeah, clever. And also
they've got through a lot of sanitizer, haven't they?
Yeah, and also the clips were from the crew as well, weren't they? The clips that she made the necklace from.
Yeah.
I think as well.
They've got through a hell of a lot of sanitizer.
They did, yeah. What do you think they only for those that final check? They only had 5.5 hours to do it, didn't they?
Yeah, they did, yeah.
So really, it's quite tight, isn't it, to make those dresses?
But yeah, Farry definitely the best one.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it was a great dress, wasn't it? Yeah. All you got to do to win is put a big bow on it, though.
Yeah.
Or like Janet says, sanitizer bottles, transformation style, Esme style. You know, it's a shame Catherine went. It's a shame Catherine went. I think she's probably one of the better sewers. But that is a shame. It depends what they're looking for, doesn't it? Whether they're looking for creativity or good sewing. So we'll see. We'll see what happens next week. So next week is Kids Week. So that's always fun, isn't it?
It is.
They always go a bit crazy in the Transformation Challenge, don't
I think
they?
it's costumes. They look like there was some sort of octopus or something that was made. And they're doing a Mac, like a little rain Mac. I guess that's the made to measure. But I couldn't work out, I didn't see what the pattern challenge was going to be. They don't always tell you, do they? They sort of go...
Give you a little idea, don't they?
Yeah, trying to work out what they do. But I think, rain Mac, which will be interesting.
It will be, won't it? I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
We actually went home to watch it this week, didn't we? Decided not to watch it on the big screen.
We wanted a sofa.
Go home and sit on the sofa. So that was nice. So we were a bit behind everybody else, so we had to make sure we didn't look at any social media.
Yeah, we got home at 9:10.
Yeah.
So.
And so we had to and then we could watch it on iPlayer and restart it. But don't look at any social media. Oh, That'll be our delivery then.
Okay.
Oh, I'll have to just film. I'm just going to film while Amy runs off and gets the delivery in. It's very annoying that it all just turned up. The delivery driver must have got here just before me this morning. So what else did you like about the sewing bee this week? Are we liking Joe? I think Joe's great. He's really great, isn't he? He sort of made the judges relax, and he's also really good with the contestants, makes them all relaxed, and it's very funny. And did you see that they are now looking for the contestants for next year? So who's gonna go in for it then? Are you gonna have a go? It'd be lovely if somebody from here went on to it. I know it's tough. It's a tough challenge, but it'd be really great. Was that it all done?
It's all, oh yeah, I just left it downstairs.
Oh, that's great. I was just saying it'd be great if somebody from here did it next year.
Yeah.
It would be. Or like we just talked about Joe as well. Everyone's saying he's lovely.
We love Joe.
We love Joe. Yeah.
Makes us laugh every week.
So yes, if anyone applies, let me know if you're going to apply for next year. I know it's a challenge, but you've got to be fast.
Do you have to be fast? Mm. They do seem more relaxed, yeah. I think Joe's bringing out the comedy in them. Not unless they want tense. Do you know what? Justine would be good.
Yeah, Justine, I think, should go for it.
She's very speedy.
Yeah, she'd be really good. So yeah, let me know if you're going to apply for next year. I think it'd be great. It'd be really good. I think you're very brave.
Oh, Ruth got through to the final round of season 2.
Oh, did you, Ruth?
You could try again, Ruth.
Yeah.
Would be lovely to have a mid-hair sewer on it. It would. There's so many of us as well.
Janice Nobbers and Suzanne.
Well, Suzanne is also very speedy.
Yes. Yeah.
Plus, you've all done these sew-alongs now. Your skills are right up there.
Yeah, you are. You're really good. Really good. I think the only thing that I find tricky, well, I find it all tricky, but particularly the transformation challenge, I find that.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, so we'd have to do lots of practice of like, yeah.
I was going to do it, and then I started working for you, so I can't do it now.
Sorry, I can't give you that much time.
I work in the industry, I'm not allowed.
No.
I don't think they'd let a sewing guru's daughter do it, would they?
No, probably not. I don't know, there do seem to be people there that have done sewing. I
think it's a little bit different.
Yeah, it is. They all maybe go into business afterwards.
Yeah, I think when people say their mum taught them to sew, it's a bit different.
Yeah, maybe. Anyway, yeah, let me know. So, I am going to do a little demo today.
Yeah.
We've been talking a lot about fastenings this week. Obviously buttons and buttonholes, and then we've done sew-alongs where we've used jeans buttons, and we've used we're doing the utility coat where we're using snaps. So all sorts of things. You'll notice that Amy's used little pearl snaps as well on her Southport dress and things. So I thought I would show you some of the things that are available, and also some of the tools that are available as well. Just to give you some ideas of different fastenings, particularly if you're not keen on doing buttons and buttonholes.
I've done a lot recently because I think I went through a phase of doing a lot of buttons and buttonholes.
You did.
So now I've done a lot of snaps.
You did. So there are.
I'm actually going to put snaps on my pyjamas in the background there.
So there are lots of these sort of things that you can use. And we have prim ones, and we also have hemline ones as well. I'm going to show you the prim ones today because they have nice tools. But all of these fastenings come with a little tool with them. But you can also get, if you're going to use this a lot, you can get these pliers. They're called Vario Pliers, and all the fittings that come with any of these fastenings can fit into the Vario Pliers. So this is the little thing that comes with them, this thing here, and you put the fittings into whichever ones you're doing. You put the fittings into them, and then you hit it with a hammer, like that. But I prefer the Vario Pliers. So I'm going to show you how to use those and give you some ideas of what you could do as alternative fastenings to buttons and buttonholes. I'll keep moving my tea out of the way. Let me just drink a bit more and then I'll...
They come in 3 colours, the Vario Pliers.
They do.
Now, which is lovely.
They do. They come in purple, turquoise or pink. But they all do the same job. So we're going to start off with the Anorak Snaps that you would use something like on something like a utility coat, or I'm just going to move these over here. I've got all my little bits set up here, and I keep thinking I'm gonna mix them all up if I'm not careful. So these are little snap fasteners you put onto jackets. I've used it on my utility jacket, utility coats, my Kelly Anoraks,
yeah.
That sort of thing. First thing you need to do is mark where you want them to go. I'm just going to do these on calico so that I can show you a few different ones. But you would mark either side of your garment where you want your snaps to go, and then you need to make a hole through your fabric. And in the packet you get this, oh, I can't pick it up, you get this little tool here which has got a sharp bit on, and you can put that onto the fabric where you want to make your hole and hit it with a hammer. Or you can use what I like to use, which is called a Japanese screw punch. So this, when you get these, it comes with different size cutting
I think you get 6 sizes.
Tools, yeah, and you just put it onto a board and press down.
Might be full of fabric.
It might be, but that'll make, there you go, that's made the little hole there. That's made a hole there, and I'm going to make another hole. I'll make both my holes now while I'm doing it. There we go. So that's a nice easy way to make your hole through your fabric.
Oh, hi Jen. Jen's turned up.
Oh, hi Jen. We're just doing some fastenings. So whichever set you're using will come with its little tools. So I'm going to put this one on first. So the top part of the snap, you get 2 parts. You get the top part and the underneath part. So I'm going to put the top part through the hole first of all. I always feel really cat-handed when I'm doing this. So I'm going to put the top part of the snap through the hole so I can just see it. There. Oh, is that one of our phones?
Someone's at the door. I forgot to silence it. Sorry, everybody.
So I get it lined up first, and then just put it into the pliers and squish down. Oh, that may have moved. And just squish down like that. There we go. And that's the top part of my snap put on. So when I'm going to do the bottom part of the snap, I need the other part of the tool. Oh, that's the bit that fell off. I'm just going to find the other bit. So these are the 2 bits that I need for the other part of the snap. Those 2 bits there. I've just got to find the other bit. Let me just get the right one. It is that one. That one.
Oh, it's
this.
It's that one. Oh no,
it's not. It's
the flat one.
It's that one. There we go.
There's so many.
Okay.
But they do all have on the back of the packets.
Yeah.
You can see on the back of each packet it shows you which tool goes with which. So if, like us, you have a little pot,
I have a pot with all
you
the
can
bits
work out
on.
which one's
Yeah.
which.
Really sure I need to photocopy all the backs, don't I? So this
Jen
time,
says, "Oh, I see you managed to get to the nail salon."
Yeah, look at my nails. Amy's got even better nails.
Oh dear, we've both got good nails at the moment.
So then you put the back through the hole, and once again, I'm going to mix all my things up.
Uh-oh, careful. Do it over here.
Okay,
Yeah.
there we go. There we go. Squish it down like that, and then that's your snap done. So that's the one I've used the most. That one I've used that on all my anoraks and all my.
I think it comes in about 7 or 8 colours.
Yeah, it does.
Rose, have in
yeah,
stock.
all sorts of things. So that's a really nice simple one to do. So the other things that come in this range with that have the fittings for the Vario Pliers are rivets. So if you're making jeans.
Anne is saying, how successful do you find these snaps without using the pliers? So just using a hammer and the rod tool thingy.
Oh, they're fine.
Yeah, they
They're
are
fine.
fine. It's just a bit trickier to do.
Yeah.
But they do stay on.
Yeah, they stay on fine. It's just a bit trickier. I just find these easier. Squishing it like that, I find it easier. But you also get this tool as well, which I've never had much success with, I have to say. So this is called their they call it pyramid tool or something. And again, you put the tools into this bit, tripod, and put this over your fabric like that, and then you hit that with a hammer. So it's supposed to be a bit more balanced.
That's it, especially good if you're doing something in the middle of a garment, because the Vario pliers, obviously, they're only so deep.
Yeah, so sometimes
you can't get really
sometimes
far
you can
in.
find that you're trying to squash the fabric up into.
And it'd be the same with the the other tool they give you. So the tripod is good if you want to put rivets or something on jeans right in the middle of a pocket. The tripod's good.
The tripod's good. So the pliers are really just a preference. I find them easier to use. But like, really, if you're only doing one or two things, then
if you're thinking you're going to do snaps
on everything,
they're really good.
They're really good. Really good. So the other thing you can do is rivets if you're doing jeans, like I mentioned. So again, you need to make a hole where you want your rivet to go, using the tool or the screw punch. Put the back of the rivet through. Now the rivets, actually, you can use either side. So you could use, let me just show you, you can have them as black, or you can have the traditional copper bronze sort of side. So you can use either side of these depending on what your garment is. Let me just put this through. That didn't go all the way through. Just want to make that hole a bit bigger. Now I need the tool for the rivets. Did I tidy that one up?
It's that one. It's the black plastic.
That. So, I
think it's both ends of black plastic.
Yeah, there we go. So this one you put through from the back and then put that on top. And then we need to change the tools, which I needed to get Amy to do before I started doing it. I'll just poke that one out.
Do black snaps go with rivets? Black snaps.
Do they do black snaps?
They've got an oxidised. Yeah, it's I think they call it black oxidised. So
I want to get used to saying because my nails won't.
It looks like, I don't know if you can see where it's shiny. So it's sort of, it's not like solid black, but it is the same colour as the rivet.
Always one side.
Oh, difficult to do with nails, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. There we go, I've done that.
Oh, you've done one?
Yeah, can you do that one now?
I'll try.
So, this one has this tool with it, so you just put those into your pliers. Do you want this?
That's not.
And again, put it into your... I'm being very cat-handed today. I'm better at a sewing machine. There we go. Put the rivet on. I think it's just harder with nails.
You're welcome, Jan. The code for those, Jan, is 390302. All Prim stuff have a 6-digit code, so often it's easier to...
There we go. And that's your rivet on. So you can see that's the rivet there on that side. So that's a more traditional bronze. On the back is black. So if you like the black, that's quite nice as well for your rivets. So when you're making jeans or denim skirts, that's a really nice option. The other thing they do is some quite fun jeans buttons. So these ones here, these are nice. They come in packs of 10, I think, these, don't they? So if you're doing jeans and a jacket,
they're packs of 6.
Packs of 6, there you go. So jeans and a jacket, they work quite well. Again, you need to make your hole. And put your tool in. So there's 2 parts to the jeans button, and put that through the hole in your fabric, like that. Put the button on top. I think I prefer this than hitting things with a hammer.
Yeah, also it's very noisy.
Yeah, I do a class at the knitting and stitching shows where I get everyone to bash the jeans buttons with a hammer, and then you just squish down like that.
I love those ones.
And that's your jeans button. So they're quite nice fancy ones. Those ones there. And on the back you've got that little, I caught that.
Do the pliers only fit prim? Yes.
They do, yes.
Only prim,
they
yeah.
do, yeah. If you're buying the hemline ones, we have got a few different hemline ones, then you can get this tool for the hemline ones.
But it's a hammer hitting.
But you have to still hit it with a hammer. So it's a tool like that, and you put the different parts of the fastenings in them, and then you close it up and hit it with the hammer. So
it's just a bit more fiddly, that.
It's a bit more fiddly, but there are some different sizes, different colours, aren't there, in those?
Yeah. But yeah, Hemline so far haven't brought out a tool for theirs.
No. And there are different tools. You have to make sure that the tool is the right one. That is for Fashion Snaps marked A. So all the ones that are for Jersey, I think, are marked A. Yeah. What else have we got here? We also have... did you get that piece out?
No, you have to use the other two pairs.
Oh, I need to get these out. There's only two pair that I can use. The other thing that we've got are these lovely pearl top ones. These are solid top ones. These come in different colours, and they are. Have you got any of those here? The pearl top ones. I've got those here. They come in different colours. There's pearl, silver.
They come in the solids. They come in silver and pearl.
And these have got little spikes, so you don't have to make a hole with these. These have got little spikes. So I have to make sure I get these the right way round. So I'm just going to have a quick look at my little crib sheet here, which is this one.
The pearl. It's the 3 plastics, and they snap into those before you put them on the fabric.
So this one goes into here, and this one goes into this side, like that. So you put these into the tool before you start. That's the wrong way round, just realised. That one goes that way. And this one goes this way. That's it. So they go into the tool like this, and then you put it into the fabric and squish down. And all the little spikes go through your fabric, and there we go, and hold it in place. So you've got the pearl on the top, and you've got this part of the snap fastener underneath. Then for the other part of it, it's like a little ring. So this is where I need that one and that one. So you have a little ring and the other part of the snap this time. So again, they go into the tool here and here.
That snap is so pleasing.
This one.
Yeah, when it like snaps into place.
Mm-hmm.
Well, when
that one, I can't push it in because it's spiky.
Oh yeah, you have to do it with the nails.
That needs to go that way round. This was a good plan when we were talking about this earlier.
Let me push it in.
Okay.
Oh, good thinking, Batman.
Turn the fabric over. And squish it down.
I love these.
So you'll see Amy's used these quite a lot. So on the wrong side you've got that and that, on the right side you have this, and then they snap together like that. So that's the wrong side, the right side of your garment.
I put those all down the front of my shirt dress.
Yeah, really nice. So they're lovely, and you can also get them that are rings on both sides, and they come in different colours.
They come in white, silver, and rose gold.
So,
plus we have lots of colours in the hemline ones as well, but you have to batch those.
So again, same tool. I'm going to do them all along this side because it'll be easier.
Good thinking.
So as if I'm doing down the front of the dress. Same tool that way.
Hoping to use these on French terry, Jan's saying.
Yeah,
perfect.
Great.
They're actually made for jersey, but I've used them on wovens and jerseys. But they're called jersey snaps if you're ever looking for them. I did the ring ones on my little cardigan.
Yes, that's the little
My
Jennifer Lauren cardigan. Yes, if you've got a knit fabric and you don't want to do buttonholes in a knit.
And it's really nice to see your fabric in the centre of it.
Yeah.
It makes them look really professional.
Also really good for children's clothes, these ones, because again, there we go, so they snap together that way, but instead of having a solid top, they've got rings, so like Amy said, you can see your fabric through. So nice for children's clothes, those ones, and they are really nice, and secure. The other thing that we have are eyelets as well, same sort of thing for the we're doing anoraks if you're putting tie through. So we did the utility coat this week and we actually did buttonholes, but if you didn't want to do buttonholes to put your ties through, you can do a bigger hole, there we go. You can do eyelets. So first of all you need to make a slightly bigger hole if you're doing eyelets. So you need to change the size of the cutter in your screw punch, which is quite easy to do. Just change the there we go. And make the hole. Okay, just have to push down. It's got like a ratchet thing there, so it makes a nice pleasing hole which you can put your eyelet into.
I don't think they're on the website at the moment, but we do have
the screw punches.
They're coming this week.
Just arriving this week actually,
yeah.
So I may well have just sold the last ones. So you put the eyelet through the hole there, and then we need the tool for the eyelet, which is this one and this one, I think it's that one. I hope it is.
I think so.
You'll soon find out.
They were all organised and now look, you're just knocking them all off.
I know. Right, you know what I'm like for getting a big bit of fabric. Squish that down. Oh, no, that might have been the wrong end actually. What I put on there. I did have the right one here.
I think it's that.
That one. Let me just change that for that one.
It's
that one.
You need one with a hole in.
Oh, that's what I just took out. That one?
No. Yeah.
Yeah, there's that one. Yeah. So it's that one and that one. You've got an empty pair of pliers there.
I do. Oh, I think it's one of these. Maybe. Oh no, it's not that.
No,
it's not that.
One. No. That's my fault for mixing them all up, isn't it?
Yeah. No. Might need to skip eyelets.
Might skip eyelets, but they are.
Oh, it's that. Oh, sorry. We've both got long nails, can't pick anything up.
That's the trouble, isn't it? We've lost our tool.
They all do look similar, but when you've got them all out, then...
When you're not trying to do all of them at the same time. There we go. Oh, there we go. There we go. nice eyelets again, so that's another one that you can do there. And lastly, I think we have the plastic snaps, which are these ones here.
It's those two.
Which are lovely on children's clothes, these plastic snaps, and they come in lots of different colours. We've got some assorted packets, and it is quite nice to mix them up. So you could do them all the same colour.
Janet's saying I'm waiting for the postman to bring my Japanese screw punch.
Ah.
Just so you know, when Mum had issues getting the little ends out, there's actually a tool that comes with the pliers, like this, and you just hook it on. Hook it on and push down, and it pops the little thing out. Because sometimes it feels like an impossible task, but the
That's
tool,
when you've got long nails.
Yeah, but the tool makes it all. Like, there was one I couldn't even pop out with a screwdriver, but the little tool.
The tool, we weren't using the right tool. Just need the right tool. So these little the plastic snaps, they come in lots of different colours, and you can do them all matching, or you can do mixtures, which is quite nice. I feel like I've got that one upside down. And they're really easy. You just squish those. You have to squish these quite hard. So I've done grey on one side, turquoise on the other there. And then I'm going to do turquoise on one side and grey on the other. Yeah, so you can mix and match them.
They come in little multi-colour
packs.
Multicolour packs.
We've got a few of those in stock. We will get some more in. And you don't have to change the tool with the different sides of this one, which is always nice. Same little tool. There we go. There we go. So that is the little plastic snaps.
Can you bring it back over here?
Oh, sorry.
I'm not in camera.
They go off of, and they just snap together like that. So there are lots of different ideas for you, instead of using buttons and buttonholes for fastenings, and the same sort of thing, I've shown you rivets and eyelets as well. So lots of different things, and we've got all of these things in different colours. Like I say, you don't have to use the pliers. They all come with the little tool with them. This little plastic thing here, you just have to hit them with a hammer instead. So there you go. Some ideas for fastenings. I hope that was useful. So often you see these things, don't you, on garments, but
they look quite intimidating.
Yeah, until you do it. I hope I didn't make it look too difficult.
No, I think it's just when you're doing it under time pressure, it always seems
all in one go.
Yeah, but you
like we said, every time when you buy these, it has got the things on the back, and I think what I'm going to do is photocopy these. So I've got all of them. Because we do lots of different ones in different colours, and
we're always getting more as well.
Because lots of little bits and pieces.
Prim often release new ones all the time.
They do. We just had a delivery today of lots of different ones. That's why I wanted to show them to you. We've been doing lots of projects recently. I've been saying instead of buttons and buttonholes, you could do these lovely fastenings.
Janet said thanks. That was good.
Good. Lots of ideas. I'm going to have to clear the table a bit now, though, because Amy's going to come in. And you know what that means.
It's that time already.
Time of day.
Oh, already. I actually just need to run to the kitchen.
Oh yes, Amy does need to run to the kitchen. I've been running in all day. Yeah, they're not that difficult, Gilly. Really, they're not that difficult to do. As long as you've got the tool to do it with, just hit it with a hammer, and that's all there is to it. They're really great, and they're really nice and secure. As long as you hit them hard enough, they all work really nicely. But we've been particularly impressed with the little pearl ones recently. We've been using those. And those plastic ones, we've loved those for ages. A lot of the ladies who make clothes for their grandchildren and things have liked those little plastic
They're really good
snaps.
for little soft, like rompers.
Rompers and things. And then if you're making anoraks and things, you want to put buttonholes in, then the eyelets are good.
Oh, thanks, Jan. Jan likes my yellow nails.
And Amy's got nail art and everything. It's really lovely. Sorry, I got distracted by showing things instead of clearing the table. Coming in. So I'll move it all out the way. If you have any questions on those sort of fastenings, you can always email me. Do get in touch. And then when you're allowed to come back in, you'll be able to... So I've got to move over.
Just a little touch. Just a teensy bit more for Instagram. No, you're yeah, there you go, perfect. Yeah. Thank you very much.
And it says practice for utility coat. There you go. Yeah, have a little practice. They are so good.
Hello.
There we go. Ames is coming in. Ames has got her dungarees on today.
I do.
She's been living in her dungarees.
I have been living in them and then realised, I know we had them on the dummy, but you haven't seen me in them, so my dungarees. I am going to make them in loads of fabrics, loads of colours. They're my new work uniform because they are secret pyjamas, super comfy.
They look great.
I love them. And yeah, they look impressive because of all the top stitching and everything, but they're not even that tricky to do. So.
No, just have to take one step at a time, don't you?
Yeah.
It's really pleasing to make, isn't it?
Yeah, I made mine in a stretchy viscose, so they got a bit of give.
It's been lovely this week actually seeing the people on the sew-alongs wearing their dungarees. Jan was wearing hers, Jo was wearing hers.
I love mine, they're so comfy.
They're good. I haven't finished mine yet.
And I put elastic in the hem. I'll just stick my foot
Stick
up.
your leg up.
There you go.
That's very
so they all
impressive.
gather up.
Your
Show your nails, please, Amy. Oh,
look at
that's my nails.
Aren't they pretty?
You can see I had a little nail art on there. A really great salon called Grace in Chichester. So yeah, very excited to have. Oh, sorry, I'm clashing. We're clashing wheels. Really excited to have nails again. We can both go like that. But I haven't had long nails for so long, so sewing this week has been a challenge, and typing.
Yeah, it takes a little while to get back into.
You're used to it, aren't you? Because you've had long nails for a long time, but
yeah,
very happy with my yellow nails.
Yes. Very nice. So what?
So should we do cocktail first?
I think so. Yeah, let's do a cocktail.
So.
Yeah.
Lovely nail art. It's
yeah,
cool,
it's
isn't
great,
it? It's really funny. I realised that actually it's the same colour as my boyfriend's living room. And I didn't think why I'd got this inspiration for yellow and grey. And I've been making a lot of yellow clothes and then realised, oh, that's why.
Yeah.
So this
what
week,
are we drinking this? That looks
champagne
nice.
we're having this week.
Yay!
We are having, it is called a Waterloo Sunset.
Nice.
Which is actually a kind of, it's supposed to be a take on a tequila sunrise, but it's nothing like a tequila sunrise. So I don't know where that's come from.
No, it hasn't got any tequila in it.
It's got no tequila in it.
I've got to send you.
And it's got no orange juice in it, and it's got no grenadine in it.
Oh.
But it looks like a sunset. I think that's
How does it?
the idea. When it's done, it's going to be a pretty one.
Has it got Chambord?
It
I'm
has.
going to keep quiet and just watch.
Okay, so this week we're having Waterloo Sunsets. And again, like I said last week, I'm going through all the liqueurs that I've been using in previous cocktails to see if I can find not just the classics, moving them up. So a few weeks ago, or way back in Jan, I think, I did a Coco Chanel Martini.
Love that one.
Using St Germaine, which is elderflower liqueur. So here's another cocktail that you can use your elderflower liqueur.
Have you got any left?
If you've got any left. Yeah, if you haven't drunk it all in your Coco Chanel martinis. It also uses Chambord, like last week, raspberry liqueur, and it uses gin.
Let's buy a different gin.
I had to get a different gin, I've run out of the Daffys. And champagne. So it is an alcoholic cocktail this week.
We're going to be here really late, see?
We might.
Well, we've got this delivery to unpack.
Yeah. So, first you need a mixing jug. We've got our mixing jugs back this week. Pop some ice in to your mixing jug, and per person it is 50 ml of gin, double shot, in here, and 25 ml or one shot of the elderflower, first of all.
Such a pretty bottle.
It's such a nice bottle. It's always been my favourite bottle. St Germaine. Really nice once you've finished with it to keep as well.
It would make a nice lamp.
It would make a nice lamp. Yeah.
Random.
Oh no. So it smells elderflowery. Yeah. So St Germaine, really pretty. So per person, double shot gin, one shot elderflower, and then you're just going to stir it. We don't want to shake it. We don't want to do. We don't want to. I don't know what it would do actually with the St Germaine. I've never really tried. I think it goes a bit frothy because remember the Coco Martini was frothy.
Yeah.
So you just want to mix those together with the ice. So you're chilling it down. Give it a little mix. It's getting nice and cold. Then you're going to, oh, it smells really elderflowery.
It does.
You're going to strain that into your champagne flutes, and you want to hold the ice back. That's, well, the only reason that's on there. So strain in your gin and elderflower mixture. And there. Look at all that lovely booze. It's Friday.
Yes, it is.
Okay. So that's in. Then I'm going to open a bottle of champagne live on air. The reason I had to run out was because it was in the fridge and I didn't want to have it sat on the side.
Getting warm. This could be challenging. Shall I move back? No, you're an expert. Em's an expert.
I've never had a champagne cork pop in someone's face.
No, you haven't, because you're an expert.
But it's not quite chilled or so. Yeah, that's the only reason it overflows, is if it's not cold. So you're then going to pour in your champagne. It's generally about 70, 80 mils, but it's basically to your own taste. So I'm just going to pour in.
Would you sort of double what's in there already, or not?
Yeah, match what's in there plus maybe a little bit more, because we've still got Chambord to go in. So you don't want to fill up your glass, but do it, you know, to where you would normally have a glass of champagne. So like that. Generally a glass of champagne is a thumb from the top.
Ooh,
that's where you, that's the official.
There you go.
Pouring a glass of champagne, you stop at a thumb width from the top of the glass. Then we're going to bring back our bar spoon, or any other spoon, but a bar spoon, and you're just going to rest the spoon on the where the drink, the top of the drink, liquid, and you're just going to pour, it's only a small amount, down the back of the spoon. And the idea is it just scoops down to the bottom without mixing through the drink.
That's so clever.
And then you get this nice sunset. It is a lot easier to do this with a speed pourer on, with a pourer. I wouldn't recommend trying to do it from the bottle, because you can just guide it in. And then you get the nice graduated colour, and it's just sort of mixing through a teensy bit.
Oh, that's so pretty.
Yeah, and that's it. So you can just sort of see, and obviously you could use, again, any berry liqueur that you've got. Chambord's the most popular, but it's supposed to be raspberries, but there you go. And I don't know if you, I hope you can see that.
Well, you can see it against the white table. So if you
see if you can see behind, it's just like, we're going to light sunset. That's why it's supposed to be like a tequila sunrise.
Yeah, it's a bit
but
more
classy.
More subtle, yes. Yeah. Very classy.
There you go, Waterloo sunset. Cheers, everybody. Oh, it's like elderflower champagne.
Yeah, it is. With gin.
With gin. I feel that going immediately to my head, so we're going to be here quite late tonight, I think. We might have to have another one.
Gosh, it's so
sleep here.
Yeah. Yeah, it's lovely, isn't it? It's a really elegant drink, actually. It's
very
lovely.
Elegant. I think
that must be just the creme de milk, like the Coco Chanel. They're all elegant drinks, aren't they? And stick with this. So try this one, it's lovely.
That is very nice. Yeah, so if you do have St Germaine in your cupboard, that's what you can use it for.
There you go. And your Chambord.
And it doesn't have to be champagne. You can use any sparkling wine. You could use, you can 100% use Prosecco, or Cava, or English sparkling, whatever you have.
Yes.
Well, you've only the whole bottle to get through.
I know. Take that home and save that for later.
Might have to take it home.
Yeah, save that for later. Yeah. As long as you put a teaspoon in it, it won't go flat.
Yeah.
Lovely.
There we go.
It's been really lovely to chat to you today. Really nice to keep up. So next week is going to be our last weekly live. After however many we've done. I can't remember. We meant to count it up.
Was Waterloo Sunset a Kinks hit?
Oh, might be.
Kinks? Maybe.
It might have been, actually. There is a song called Waterloo Sunset, isn't there?
Yeah.
Actually.
That appeals. I hope the unpacking isn't too topsy-turvy.
It might be. Could be. You'll come in and see.
I'll
have a dashery.
This is a replacement order, because the first order came broken, so hopefully
it'll be all right.
We don't break it. Oh yeah, they'll get the full wrap if we've had a glass of champagne and have to ring them up again.
Yeah. So next week is our last regular Friday, or last 3 o'clock Friday Live. So next week we'll be telling you what we've got planned coming up. We'll probably do a little review, celebrating the end of lockdown and celebrating what we've got coming up as well in the future. So
yeah, after next week we're going to be skipping to fortnightly and later 5:30 because obviously we'll be teaching as class is happening. So
we'll let you know all about that next week.
But we're not going to just stop them. Next week's not the last one.
No, it's not the complete last one.
But it's our last regular weekly.
Yeah. Yes, I can't believe it.
I know, we've been doing it since January. This time round.
So thanks for sticking with us.
We've actually missed we missed our 1 year anniversary of lives. That was months ago.
Yeah.
We've been doing these lives with you since the beginning of lockdown. So.
Yeah. So thank you very much for sticking with us.
Yeah.
Come and see us next week and we'll let you know what we've got planned.
Yeah.
And it's going to be great.
It is.
I'm very excited about being able to open the sewing room again.
Yeah. Have a lovely weekend. Enjoy your Waterloo sunsets, everybody. Apparently it was a King song.
Oh, there you go. Well done. We might have to Google that and have it playing while we're doing our
unpacking. Oh, you can see it looks pink.
Oh, good. Yeah, Tony said, so glad the lives aren't stopping. Yeah, we're quite pleased. We're going to keep going. And Julie's saying 5:30 and 1 o'clock.
Exactly.
Oh, thank you, Claire.
We really enjoy them.
We really enjoy it. It's really lovely to catch up with you. I know we'll see some of you in person, but we still want to see some of you on a Friday afternoon as well. So have a great week, everybody. Join us next week for, like I said, a celebration of the end of lockdown and what we've got coming up next week.
Yeah.
Have a
See you then.
See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.